Well, hi and welcome to North Devon today. It's Friday the 17th of August and here is the local weather forecast as provided by the Met Office. Today will be a wet and rather breezy day with some heavy, locally torrential rain. The rain will ease for a time but return this afternoon and evening. Heavy and thundery mainly in the west. Feeling warm and humid despite the breeze. Maximum temperature 22 degrees. And for tonight the rain will slowly ease, becoming more patchy after midnight, but remaining warm and humid with low cloud and fog over the moors and near the coast. Minimum temperature 15 degrees. And the outlook for Saturday is rather cloudy and warm with some light rain or drizzle, but some sunny spells developing too. Less windy than of late with coastal and hill fog. Maximum temperatures 24 degrees. And now looking at traffic and travel, all the major routes in our area are currently operating without major delays or incidents. First Great Western report that all services between Barnstaple and Exeter are operating as normal, and Exeter Airport says that there are no current problems. Now the next item is taken from the North Devon Journal website and is a piece written by Rosemary Bryan of Croyd. And she's talking about wind power. And she says, and I quote, "The Journal has carried numerous letters and comments in the last few years about the inefficiency of wind power. The idea expressed is that because the wind doesn't blow with the same strength all the time, backup power stations using fossil fuels or nuclear power are needed to make up the deficiency. This is considered by critics to be a duplication and an unnecessary expense. Usually this is referred to as intermittency. This is the wrong label. Intermittent means on or off. Wind is almost never in the off position. The true term is variability. A turbine will generate electricity for 70 to 85% of the time. Its electricity output varies between 0 and its full rated capacity according to wind speed. Taken together, the combined output of the UK's entire wind power portfolio shows less variability. At any one time there are places where wind speeds are higher than other places, so wind speed differences average themselves out. Taking all the wind farms across the UK together leads to a significant smoothing of electricity output. There has always been the need for a backup plant in electricity supply. This is because the demand for electricity varies at different times of the day and between winter and summer. It is the job of the electricity system operator National Grid Transco to achieve a balance between electricity demand and generation. The electricity supply system is designed to cope with fluctuations in supply and demand. For instance, the grid uses short-term operational reserve comprising frequency response, plants automatically increasing output when needed, and reserve plants, which are able to start up within a short time. No power station is totally reliable or capable of continuous generation of electricity. Coal, gas and nuclear plants can and do disconnect without warning due to mechanical, electrical or power faults, or instrument faults even. A power line from Hunterston Nuclear Power Station came down during gales in December 2011, with a loss of 460 megawatts for 54 hours. Sizewell B Nuclear Power Plant had an unplanned shutdown due to an electrical fault in March 2012. 1.5 weeks later it restarted at half capacity. Electrical systems operate with a common pool of spare plant that is typically 20% of peak demand. When wind is introduced into the electricity network, no additional backup needs to be built. It already exists. So thank you very much to Rosemary for that. And now looking at another item from the Journal website, I quote, "Villagers have won back the right to walk a footpath after it had been barred from use for the past 2.5 years. Nearly 50 villagers of Northam were enraged after steel gates were installed at Northam House, preventing shortcut access to several important amenities. But after a public inquiry, the inspector, Susan Doran, rejected the claims of 4 families that their 60-yard private road should remain private to outsiders, and instead directed that the route should be officially registered as a public right-of-way. The 8-foot-high gates were sanctioned by Torres District Council, and a second wooden gate put up at the other end of the footpath which did not require planning consent. Some months later, Devon County Council considered a host of protests from villagers and decided there was sufficient evidence to make the right-of-way official. It was this decision that prompted Northam House residents to appeal. At the inquiry, attended by nearly 40 regular users of the path, the residents based their argument on their need for privacy and security, facts that could not be taken into account by the inspector. Several villagers claimed they had to use the path to reach a bus stop, doctor or dentist surgeries, chemists and libraries for up to 200 times a year. Others said that they had walked the path from the 1970s without interruption or confrontation. Local county councillor Sam Robinson said he would fight to have the gates removed, not merely unlocked, and to restore the situation to status quo. Now, if you're a lover of rock music, the Bunch of Grapes in Ilfracombe is the place to be this weekend, as they are hosting Ilfracombe Rock Fest, an event that starts tonight at 6 p.m. and goes on throughout Saturday and Sunday. For more details about the bands and admission charges, etc., visit the Ilfracombe Rock Fest Facebook page. We are always looking for people who are celebrating special events to be included in this broadcast, so if you have friends with birthdays, anniversaries or special events and would like us to give them a mention, just drop us a note to moonshadowmedia@mail.com. Well, that just about wraps up this report for today, but I would like to say that if you are a budding writer or programme maker, or you have an idea for a quiz or a game show, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call on 07050 644 101, or you could email us at moonshadowmedia@mail.com. Now, this is going to be the last North Devon Today for a week. The reason being that I'm actually away on holiday next week. And because I have nobody to take this programme over at the moment, now there's an opportunity for somebody. If somebody would like to join me as a presenter of a programme like this, then that would be really, really good. And again, you could ring me on 07050 644 101 or drop me a line to moonshadowmedia@mail.com. Give me a little bit of background about yourself and tell me what you'd like to do, what you'd like to present, and maybe there's an opening for you. Who knows? We're open to suggestion. So yeah, as I say, unfortunately for you, but not for me, I'm away on holiday for the next week. So this is going to be the last North Devon Today until Tuesday the 28th of August. So in the meantime, have a great time. You may see me pop up here and there every so often, but it certainly won't be to present this programme. I'm Dave Baxter. This has been North Devon Today for Ilfracombe TV, and both North Devon Today and Ilfracombe TV are Moonshadow Media Productions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye-bye now.